Hi, this is Julie, and I'll be going over how to request an interlibrary loan. Interlibrary loans, if you don't know, are any type of material that is located at a library location other than your own. So your own county library or university library would not count in the interlibrary loan department, or another branch of your library that also doesn't count. That's just a normal request of a book. But an interlibrary loan can come from a neighboring county, a neighboring university, or even a library out of state, just whatever library happens to have that item in and is closest to you. Interlibrary loan checkout links are determined by the library doing the loaning of the item, so not the place you go to actually pick it up, but the library that gives it to your library. So it can either be 3 weeks or a month. It's completely subjective to the loaning library. And why would you need an interlibrary loan book? Well, any type of research project or inquiry you have that asks for information a little more obscure than the information that your library covers, you would need to check out an ILL. Because sometimes libraries don't think a particular subject matter is worthy of being on the shelves at all times, so they can't possibly have every subject covered all the time. But that's okay, because the interlibrary loan system is in place for that exact thing. So even if you don't have the book you need right there at your local library, you can request it from another. And can you do this at home? Yes, you used to not be able to. You had to go into your local library and fill out paperwork, but now you can do this from the comfort of your own home through your library's website. This process does require your library card number and either a password or a PIN that you set up at your library. All right, let's get started. I didn't want to put everything in a PowerPoint because there are a lot of steps, but if you follow this link, which I will do now, it'll go to Wake County Libraries. If you're not familiar with Wake County, it is in North Carolina, and it is home of North Carolina Chapel Hill, Duke, and NC State. It is a very large county with about 20 branches in their library system. All right, to get started, we're going to go over here on the right to search the catalog. And then over to the left, you'll see Interlibrary Loan. They do try and make it easy on you. We're going to go here and search WorldCat. That is the World Catalog. You'll then come to a standard search. You can either enter in a keyword, or if you have a particular author you want or a specific title, you can type it in here and press search. We're going to go over to advanced search right next to a basic search so that we have a few more options. For this search, we are going to search for Andrew Carnegie. And right here for keyword, you can keep it as keyword, but because it's a name and we're going to be looking for a biography, you can go down to named person, and that makes looking for biographies a little bit easier. If you want something published more recently, you can type in specific dates here, or if you want something in the past, you can also type in specific dates here. For language, we do want English, so we're going to go down to English. Number of libraries, we want all. We are not going to limit our type right now. We can actually do that later. What I think is really neat are subtype limits. For the audience, if you do not want any juvenile books, you can go to not juvenile, but if you want to keep some, you can go ahead and just leave it as any audience. For format, if you have trouble seeing, you can go to large print. If you have a lot of trouble seeing, you can go to Braille, and they have other types of things right here too. Audio recordings and cassette recordings. We're not going to limit our library search. We want as many as possible. For right here, rank, you have 4 different options: the number of libraries that have this particular item, or the relevance, the date, the publishing date. or the accession number. All right, I think we're all done here. We've typed in everything we want to. I'm gonna go to search. And up here you will see that they have split it up for you. You can go to all right here, or you can go over to books, visual aids, internet resources, archival resources, articles, and it just keeps going. We want books, so we're going to click on books. And let's look at some of these. Now down here, the fifth one is authored by Andrew Carnegie. It is an autobiography. I think that's really neat. I wonder what he has to say about himself. Click on it. You can look at some more information about this particular book, how many pages it has, the Library of Congress classification number, the Dewey Decimal number. It all looks good to me. And so let's request this book. Click on ILL request up at the top. You will see some blanks to fill in, but they have already filled in all the important ones. I used to have to fill this in by hand, and it was a bear, but now it is all automated. So this looks great. Let's go down to Submit Request down here at the bottom right-hand corner. And here you will have the status, awaiting request processing. And this is what you will see when you go to Account Overview. If you want to check back on your requests, you will see the type, the title, and the author. Now, if you don't want this, if for some reason you want to cancel this, this request, you will click on the transaction number. You will see that it's blue, so it's a link. You can click on it. You can go up here, you can edit the request, or you can cancel it completely. Let's go to cancel, because I don't actually need this book, and it has been canceled. But if I had not canceled it in a week or a couple of weeks, I could keep checking on the status, but when it is finally in, your library should contact you with either an email or a phone call, and you would go by and pick up that item. And that is how you check out an interlibrary loan.